Hello, my friends. Happy holidays. Talking turkey today. Most people roast a bird whole like this. I do not. It doesn't result in the best meat. I always take my bird apart and roast it in pieces into the breasts, the thighs, and the wings. I roast them all separately so they get the best quality cooking time for each piece. We start with the legs. Separate the legs from the body a little bit, just pull them apart so you can see what you're doing. Right between is a thin piece of skin. That's where you're going to start. Put your knife there and you're going to immediately see that the meat isn't even attached to the rest of the turkey. So you just follow it down. It's very easy to see once you get in there what's going on. Follow that skin around, very intuitive. And when you get down a little farther, you're going to take that leg and you're going to push it down. What's going on is you've got a bone that's attached to the rest of the turkey, and you need to separate the tendon that's holding that bone in place. So you need to bend that turkey leg back into that bone. I put the heel of my hand on that bone and I wrench it back. This is a big bird. The bigger the bird, the harder it's going to be. There, that actually snapped and that tendon cracked. So now I'm going to run my knife along close to the spine as I can, and I'm going to take off that leg between those bones because that tendon's no longer there. There we go. If you don't snap the tendon, it's going to be hard on your knife and it's going to not come off easily. I'm going to do the second one now. We're going to kitchen magic it. So same thing though, you're going to start between the thigh and the body of the turkey. Next up is our turkey breasts. So you're going to very much carve it similar to how you would when it's cooked. But what we've got is the breastbone, the keel bone running right down the center. So that's going to be straight up and down, but it's going to curve a little bit out. So as you carve down this breast, you're going to start on either side of the keel bone. You're going to angle your knife out at, I'd say, maybe a 30-degree angle just to avoid a bone. If you hit a bone, you just back up and you go through it again. So as I cut, I pull the breast meat away so I can see what I'm doing. It sure helps. All the way down, keeping as close to the bone as you can, and then you have this beautiful breast meat, all intact with skin and everything. You feel the turkey carcass, and it looks like there's a lot of meat, but there's not, which is perfect. And there, we're going to do the other side as well. Kitchen magic. Next is the wings, these little guys. I do not cook these for eating. I use them for stock, but even still, it's worth taking them off so they fit in a pot better. So again, between the wing and the body, you're going to run your knife. It should be fairly easy to start with. But then again, you've got the same thing, a bone attaching it to the rest of the turkey, which you've got to snap that tendon. So you get you're going to cut it as close as you can to make it easier on you. And then you bend that back and you're going to hear a little snap. That's the tendon going. Then you run your knife between the two bones and you've got your wing. You do the second one. And then you have all these pieces that you can roast separately. You roast your breasts on a different tray than your legs so that you can take the breasts out when they're done, when they're at that perfect 170 degrees, because your legs are going to take longer. They've got that bone, they've got different fat compositions in them. You've got also now your carcass that you can make for gravy. Get that done the day before.